that's what we're here for, to learn about ourselves and to learn about being human. And so we're all fine and just having all these amazing experiences. And when I look at my own experiences, what a rich tapestry. You know, to be able to experience the full range of emotions and to be able to really be in moments of extreme poverty, to be in moments of extreme wealth, to be in Buckingham Palace, to be on the boat of the richest man in the world. I mean, what a wonderful experience. To be in Hong Kong, experiencing the energy. And that energy is more intense in New York. It's so vibrant. You know, it's very quick. And things happen very quick, depending on how you're thinking and feeling. If you're positive, you do really well. If you're not, you get sunk very quickly. So things happen very quickly there. And so it's incredible how we're advancing and growing. I think it's just brilliant. So exciting to be observing all these things happening. So, you know, just don't live in fear. Just realize that you are coming now to live in love, and letting go of the ego isn't bad. You can still have it, but you can work with it, and opening your heart and exposing who you are isn't an horrible thing. You think you need a lot of courage, but finally I found that I get really excited when I find something that people don't like about me or they criticize me. Oh, good, there's something I haven't discovered yet. Let's bring that to the light. Or that's a part of me that I haven't accepted, or the part of me that was still frozen in fear. So I see my enemies as my biggest gifts, if I have any left now. I love everybody anyway. So it takes on a whole different perspective. Instead of seeing it as an attack and criticism that I have to defend and pretend isn't there, I can say, thank you so much. I haven't seen that about myself at all. Or you're a bad mother used to be my biggest battle. Oh, I am. I concede that I've done that. And really, as a mother, my job is to give you a lot of problems, and then it's up to you to solve them. So it's like that same button isn't there anymore. That same dagger that goes in and twists and your stomach churns and you feel like, ah. You've resolved it. You've taken your power back from that, but you've loved and accepted that part in yourself that, you know, as from ignorance, you may have been a bad mother, or you may have hurt somebody unknowingly, or had judgment on something out of fear, like I had judgment on drugs and alcohol out of fear of fear of being out of control, fear of what it would do to you. So it's nothing to be ashamed of or to be afraid of, if you can just open up the can of worms, and you'll be delighted what you find there, which is a rich tapestry of feelings and emotions, and knowing that you are just a unique, wonderful human being with amazing experiences. So you don't have to get stuck in any one of them. You can keep the memory, but let the pain go from it. So then you can live your life without attracting all the dramas and being traumatized once you've dealt with it because while you're still holding the trauma in your body, like I had a lot in my throat, you will attract that. You know, whatever we resist persists. Whatever we hold in our body, knowingly or unknowingly, we attract that experience too. So isn't it incredible? I just find this life so amazing and just full of gratitude for being able to experience it. It's such a joy and so thrilling. And meeting so many people who are so different and just seeing right into their soul that sometimes they don't even realize how beautiful they are. Makes me cry. And because a lot of times we look at the glass half empty instead of being half full. I was in New York many years ago after the stock market crash, and talking to a man who owned a big corporation, and his partner had jumped out of the window and killed himself. So the dinner was a bit strained, and I said, well, look at the glass full. You're looking at the glass half empty. You have so much. And he saw this, and I said, the man that jumped out of the window didn't see what he had. He was looking at what he lost. And even if you lose all of your money, with your consciousness, you'll soon replace it. And so it's how we see things. And say, oh, I've lost all that money, I'm going to go into fear. You know, killing yourself isn't the answer, because you'll come back with that challenge next time. So many years later, this gentleman says, you really saved my life. I was considering jumping out of the window myself. So we get stuck when, you know, that what he was saying, he'd lost all that money, that was true, but he still had stacks, more than I'd ever had in a lifetime. But he was just seeing what was lost, and we often tend to do that instead of counting our blessings and see what we have. You know, even as a child having nothing, I had a bit of green glass, called that an emerald ring, and so it was, you know, it's just our way of looking at things. And as a Western society, I think we can learn a lot from Aborigines and people in India, people in the very poor countries. You know, they don't have the money, but they sure do. You see the little children jumping for joy in a ditch, or playing with the cows, or, you know, they have joy in their hearts. So it's just looking at things, you know, with a different perspective, and really not going into fear. And that's easy to say and sometimes hard to do, because you're looking at the news, which is giving you fear pictures constantly. I don't really look at the news a lot now, or listen to the radio, because your whole body is taking on all that stress. You know, there's wars here, there's this going on, bombing here. And the truth is, if we all opened our hearts, we would not want to harm another person. We wouldn't want to steal from another person. We wouldn't want to be unkind or cruel. You know why? Because everything we do to another person comes back to us. You feel it in your heart, it hurts you. When you open your heart and you realize that, you wouldn't even consider hurting another human being. Never mind kill a human being. But if you have killed a human being, I've had a soldier killed people and was so traumatized. You know, you can forgive yourself and let that go because you were ignorant at the time, or you just followed orders. And so by our evolution of opening our hearts, there won't be crime because nobody will want to take from or steal or hurt another human being. How good is that? Isn't that wonderful? Where we're going to? I think it's fabulous. I'm just so excited to be on this journey. So come and join me. It's great. Love it to bits.